What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. This is actually the first stream that I've done. This is the channel that gives back. We are giving away every 1,000 subs. We're going to do some sort of giveaway, whether it be something for X-Plane or another sim, Train World, things like that. Any type of simulation game, we're going to give something away. Give back to the community every 1,000 likes or subs. So, without further ado, we're flying from Phoenix to San Diego. It's just a quick little trip tonight because we'll be back on tomorrow at 9 a.m. We're going to do a little bit more of a longer flight. We'll do a couple jumps around the West Coast up to the Pacific Northwest. So let's go ahead and get into the cockpit. We're in the Southwest 737 IXEG. So we're going to go ahead and get this APU up and running so we can get the show on the road. Emergency lights off. Get the APU started. Now, with the IXEG, the only issue with this is that it's not completely X-Plane 11 compatible, so it doesn't always work the greatest. However, we can get it to work enough to make the flight. I do have a lot of other add-ons. I've got the A320, the 757, 767, the ERJ 175, 195, and the CRJ 200. So we'll be doing a lot of other aircraft as well during our flight. We're just going to do this one as a kind of an inaugural flight for the first stream. So, alright, we got the APU going. Let's get that going. And being that this is the first stream, anybody who's in here, just go ahead and let us know where you're from, what you'd like to see from this channel, and so on and so forth, just so we can kind of build it upon that, give people what they want to see. Alright, so we're aligning the IRS. Go ahead and turn our galley on so they can do whatever they need to do. Seatbelts sign going, window heat on, packs going, our flight today is planned for 23,000, like that. 23,000 should be 2,400. As far as cabin altitude, landing altitude is 1,040. Alright, position going, collision lights going. Right now we gotta wait for the IRS to align. Normally we'll go ahead and jump ahead of that, but figured tonight was the first night, we might as well just show it all. And while that's doing that, we'll go ahead and program our FMC. We are at KPHX. Going to San Diego. Quick little jump over there. While we're at it, might as well get our ATIS as well, so we know exactly what runway we're taking off from. So ATIS is 127.57.
Phoenix Sky Harbor INTL information Foxtrot. 200 Zulu weather. Wind 250 at 6. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 36. 2.0. Altimeter 2968. Arriving runways 26. 25 right. 25 left. Departing runways 26. 25 right. 25 left. Advise on initial contact with Foxtrot.
We'll be going 25 right. We're going to go ahead and turn some of this sound down here on the aircraft as well, because I think the sound might be overpowering.
Phoenix Sky Harbor INTL information Foxtrot. 200 Zulu weather. Wind 250 at 6.
That should be better.
Visibility more than 10.
That way
Sky
everyone
clear.
can hear me.
Temperature 36. 2.0. Altimeter 2968. Arriving runways 26. 25 right. 25 left. Departing runways 26. 25 right. 25 left. Advise on initial contact. You have Foxtrot.
Alright, we can go ahead and turn that off. Alright. And normally what we'll be doing is we're set up for VATSIM on here, so we will be doing VATSIM flights pretty often. Tonight, being that it is the first live stream, we decided not to do that. But as we kind of work into it, we will definitely be doing more VATSIM flights as well. So we're still waiting for the IRS to align. It should go pretty quick after a while. So we'll finish programming our FMS. So we're doing the Judith 6th departure via the Mohac. Going to do 25 right. Go ahead and set that up. We'll activate this. And our arrival into San Diego, the RNAV on the 27 via the Lindy. And the stars is Lucky. Transition is Hogs. Let's set that up. Check the route. And then we'll just type in the rest of our flight plan here to finish it up. That should be on the J2 via the J2 to Hogs. And should be good to go. We'll kind of double check on that too once we're finished with everything else. On back here to performance, so we'll check out our fuel. Fuel is 44.34. Plan for today's flight is cost index is 50. Cruise altitude is 230. Right. Outside air temp we're setting to 50 as our flex basically. Flaps are 5, we're just confirming that. Center of gravity is 20%. Go ahead and fill in those. These speeds, execute that. And normally while I'm sitting here, since we are waiting for the IRS to align, let's go ahead and set up for the approach. So 30, 121, and our course for the ILS on runway 27 at San Diego is 275, which is already set for, and 1090 set right here. Alright, that's set. Alright. Get some. I think we should be good on our lights here for now. Yeah. It is getting dark here in Old Phoenix, but we should be good to go. And again, you know, about this channel, since we are new, we do giveaways on this channel. So every time we hit 1,000 subs, what we like to do is kind of give back to everybody, because, you know, without you guys we couldn't be here. So what we're going to do is every time we hit 1,000 likes, we're going to do a giveaway, and we'll be giving away either something from the X-Plane store, as far as, you know, an airplane or a scenery pack, or, you know, could be another simulation game. You know, we don't just do X-Plane, but X-Plane is pretty popular on here, so, you know, we'll give you the option depending on what you decide. So, alright, so we got about a minute left on that IRS, so we're going to get the plane ready for start. So we'll go ahead and turn the yaw damper on now. Go ahead and get our fuel pumps going. We're just doing the flows here. We'll turn the pitot heat on once the engine gets started. The electrical going. Alright. And we should be good to go. We still got a few more seconds here, so we'll go ahead and get set up. So the initial heading is 258. And the initial speed is 250. Altitude is 230. Alright, and set back to RTO for the auto brakes, and we should be ready for pushback and engine start. Now the pushback on this plane isn't the greatest. This is due to the not so compatible with X-Plane 11, so we're going to see what we can do. The engine 1 started. We're looking for 25% on the N2, and then we'll go ahead and add the fuel. You probably will see the aircraft jump around a little bit, and this again is due to the compatibility issues with X-Plane 11. And if you guys are just joining, welcome to the stream. Again, this is our first stream tonight, or actually the first stream ever, so welcome. Again, we're all about giving away back to our subscribers, so if you haven't yet, give us a like, subscribe. We like to have fun here on this channel. As you can tell, it is a little bit jumpy. This is just due to the IXEG compatibility issues. But it's still a fun aircraft to fly. I love flying it. It's definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Alright, so we got a clean start over there. These U2s are pretty much steady, so we can set that to continuous. Alright, so go ahead and stop the pushback. Yeah, this is a big issue with the IXEG, so don't mind that. Stop the pushback here. Set the parking brake. started. Alright, second engine's going. Anywhere between 23 and 25 is good. Get our weather radar on. Let's see the weather. Alright. Go ahead and turn the flight directors on both sides. We're going to go ahead and real quick adjust this sound just because I feel like the sound is a little overpowering to my voice. Let's see if that fixes it. Alright, EGTs look good. Set the continuous. So now we're going to go ahead and take the power away from the APU. APU bleed off. Packs running. Static heat on. Let's go ahead and flaps 5. And like I said, this is going to be a quick flight tonight. This is more of just kind of, you know, making sure everything looks good, sounds good. Again, you know, go ahead and leave a comment in the chats and let us know what you think, what we can do better. I've got a ton of add-ons, payware add-ons, so we'll be good with that. All sorts of new planes. So, alright, let's get this show on the road. Taxi lights running. And looks like we're going to have a little bit of issue. Again, this comes back to compatibility. So we have to turn the reverser on to get this engine to start spooling. Once it spools, we'll be able to start rolling. I probably won't be using this plane much during the live stream until they get it figured out for X-Plane 11, because this is rather annoying. We're still having some issues with it. Can't even get it to get going here. It's the only way to get it to work. And then you add full power. Still not going to work. Alright. I don't recommend using this plane too often because it does not always comply, which of course today it's not complying. So from now on we probably won't be using this until there is a compatible
approaching
IXEG
25 right.
Alright, so we're approaching. We're going to get ready to take off from 25 right. Let's get the strobes on. Logo light on, landing lights on, turn the taxi light off.
On runway 25 right.
Alright, kick that auto throttle on. power. And I see that engine's not going to work again on us. Alright, we should be good now. Auto throttle going, and we'll be on our way. Yeah, unfortunately the IXEG 7.3 is not compatible, so it definitely does cause a lot of issues when it comes to flying. Alright, one, safe. Alright, positive altitude, you're up. It's coming up. So, this is the first flight. There will be a few bugs here and there, but we'll get it figured out. Obviously, the aircraft itself is the biggest one. We'll be moving on to something else probably next stream tomorrow morning. We're going to probably do the 767 and do a couple jumps here and there. Try and adjust the volume too on this because I feel like the plane's overpowering my voice quite a bit. So we're going to go ahead and set LNAV, VNAV, and we should be flying on our own. Going to want to pick up speed so the nose is going to drop. Flaps up. Alright, and we are on our way to San Diego. Again, if you just joined, welcome aboard. We're just making a quick little flight to San Diego from Phoenix as our first live stream for the live stream ever. So, you know, we're going to be doing a live stream quite a bit actually. Normally Monday we do it around 7 o'clock, Wednesday 7 o'clock, Friday 7 o'clock, and then Saturdays we like to do a 9 a.m. flight, just because sometimes the flights go a little bit longer. We do a little bit longer flights that day. Like I said, tomorrow we'll probably use a 767 because obviously the IXEG 737 is not ready to go as far as you know, throttle issues, things like that. I had updated to the 1.1 and all it did was crash on me, so I had to go back to 1.07 just because this wasn't working out. So at least I could fly it because I do really like flying this plane. It just kind of sucks when I have issues with the auto throttles and things like that. Alright, let's see here. We're going to adjust the sounds a little bit here, so it's not too overwhelming. I want you guys to hear the plane, but I also want you guys to hear me as well. So let's see if that works, because it seems a little bit loud in here. So 10,000, let's go ahead and turn the lights off. Alright. Again, if you're just joining, go ahead and let us know what you like to see, what I can change, what I can do better. If there's anything you guys would like to see on this channel, every time we hit 1,000 likes on this channel, or 1,000 subs, not likes, sorry. Every time we hit 1,000 subs, we will do a giveaway. I know a lot of people watch as far as X-Plane goes, but I do play a lot of other simulation games, which I will play on here. But the biggest one's going to be X-Plane, and a lot of times I'll do a giveaway. Usually it's going to be around 60 to 70 bucks as far as what will be given away. It could be a scenery or a couple sceneries even. It could be an aircraft. It could be for X-Plane 11, X-Plane 10, whatever program you're running at that time. Just every time we hit 1,000 subs. So again, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and the quicker we get to 1,000 subs, the quicker we'll do giveaways. And then again, every time we get to another 1,000, we'll do another giveaway. Kind of a cool little deal. Just because you guys are sitting here watching us and watching me fly, so it's kind of nice to look back and get you guys up there flying some of these payload planes as well. Go ahead and switch the view up here so better view than this. We're on our climb right now up to 23,000. If you're watching us right now, let us know where you're from. Let us know, what's going on, what you're doing, what you want to see. Let us know in the chat. I do have the X-Enviro set up as well. So you're going to see a little bit nicer weather. Clearly there's a little bit of a haze in Phoenix tonight. Trying to adjust a little bit as far as sounds go and all that, so it's a little bit better to hear me.
Altimeter setting.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of haze over in Phoenix right now. I like to answer anybody's questions as far as, if you have any. I'm definitely going to answer them. We will have Ortho 4 XP probably within the next week. Karsonh H from Seattle. Oh, that's awesome. I used to live in Seattle. Thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. But yeah, we will have Ortho 4 XP, so we're going to have some pretty photoreal scenery coming in here soon. And things like that. I'm trying to make it as real as possible, make it as enjoyable for everyone. Kind of fun. Again, ask some questions, let me know what you guys want to see. I'm here to hang out, talk, do whatever. We're here to have fun, talk aviation, talk planes, because that's what I love. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute the mic for now, just since we're on cruise right now. Again, if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. Hey John, what's going on? Yeah, I am using X-Enviro. right now. I've noticed just today there seems to be a lot of haze everywhere I've been flying, so that's what you're seeing right here. It's been really excessive. Normally it's not like this. It does definitely put more of a cloud on the screen, but yeah, I am using XEnviro. 100% worth it. I know it costs more than the sim itself, but let me tell you, I love it. It makes a big difference when it comes to flying with the weather, with the clouds, things like that. Yeah, I've checked out the SkyMax 4.5 before, and to be honest, XEnviro it just seems a lot better. I did get the SkyMax 4.5. I do agree they did some nice stuff to it, but I don't know. XEnviro to me just seems better. It also, when it comes to frames, it's a little bit smoother on XEnviro as well. It just seems to run a little bit cleaner. And I do have a GTX 1080, so I mean, it's not like it's not like that can't power it. It just seems with the XEnviro, it's a little bit smoother. The clouds look a little bit better. I had the SkyMax before, and I switched over to XEnviro, and I definitely would recommend the XEnviro over the SkyMax. It's very close, but yeah, XEnviro is awesome. It's worth every penny. I enjoy it a lot. I actually think that I might do the XEnviro as my first giveaway when we hit the 1,000 subs. I'm probably going to do an XEnviro giveaway, just because it seems like that's, a lot of people want that, and it is pricey. So, being that 1,000 is kind of a big deal, I might do that as the first giveaway on here. I'm going to step away just real quick and grab something to drink. We got a little bit of time before we begin our descent, so I'm just going to step away real quick and I'll be right back. Alright guys, what's going on? If you just joined, welcome to the channel. It is our first stream ever. So, again, I'd like to get some, feedback from you guys. Let us know what you like, what you want to see. If there's anything, that you want to see, you want me to fly somewhere, I can do that. It's kind of up to you guys, whatever you want to see. This is a channel that likes to give back, so every time we hit 1,000 subs, we are going to do a giveaway. I was just talking to John on here, saying that we may give away X-Enviro actually for our first giveaway when we hit 1,000 subs. I think that'd be kind of a cool little giveaway, because X-Enviro is impressive, which I am using now. Absolutely love it. Great for the real life weather. Does great for pretty much everything. I really enjoyed it. It really adds to the realism, so that'll probably be our first giveaway. Again, if you guys have any questions or anything, just throw them into the chat. We like to talk planes here. Aviation is life, so if you have any questions about the sim, about my computer specs, anything like that, just let me know. I actually purchased XP Realistic Pro. I did purchase that. I actually just got it the other day. And for some reason, every time I use it, it's giving me an error message. So I've been trying to figure that out. Between that and Ortho 4 XP, I plan on having both of those up and running by next week. The Ortho 4 XP is one of the biggest ones. Just because I really want to have that realistic scenery, the photoreal scenery. So once I get that up and running, which I'm hoping to be by Monday or Tuesday, I would like to have it by Wednesday's live stream. That's kind of my goal. But once I get that up and running, then yeah, I'm going to get my XP Realistic Pro up and running. I mean, I did pay for it, so I kind of want to get it up and running and make it work. Because I've really been impressed with just kind of the camera angles it does, and the movements and motions it does. It just adds to the realism. So yeah, I definitely am going to get that up and running. Yeah, as far as the lights go, I did do one of the add-ons for lights. It was a free one. I didn't know they had a version 2. Because I've been really impressed with the original version that I had, but yeah, I did not know there was a version 2. I'm going to have to definitely switch over to that one. That'd be great, because I was really impressed with the way it moved the lights at night. I like actually flying at night. Harder to see as far as the live stream goes, but if it's just me flying normally, I'll fly at night because it did so well with the lighting and things like that. It makes it really enjoyable. It feels like you're actually flying at night, so I really enjoy that. The live stream just doesn't show it as good. It's a little bit darker, I've noticed on the display so far. once we get more towards the busy city and stuff, when there's more lighting, you'll notice it. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that version too. With that and the other stuff, it should be really good lighting. This one's the end of the running. So we've got about 83 miles now until our top of descent. So it is a quick flight tonight. Like I said, this is the first stream, so I just wanted to kind of put it up and running. So again, if you haven't yet, give us a like and subscribe. And I will be live streaming quite a bit throughout the week, and then one day on the weekends because I love flying, and why not have you guys join me? It's fun to talk planes, aviation, everyone. Just have a good time, do some flights, fly where you live, or fly, where you want me to fly, just let me know. Definitely down for any of that. Just to check, since this is new, how does the mic sound to you guys? Can you guys hear me pretty good? Is it picking up on everything? I mean, I have it basically right in front of my face, so I just want to make sure that you guys are able to hear me. I might have to adjust the volume a little bit here, just because it seems like the cockpit sounds and the airflow seem to kind of overpower me a little bit, so a little bit of adjustments here and there, see what we can do. Yeah, the night flying is definitely fun, but as you can tell, it is really hard to see on the stream, so I think most of my flights will be done a little more during the daytime, as best as I can. I do like to normally do the current time frame, but most of my streams are going to be around 7 at night, and it's going to usually always be pretty dark around that time, so I'm going to try and just adjust the time a little bit, get some more day flights and things like that. And when I don't get a lot of recommendations as far as where to fly, I do a lot of flights either to and from San Diego, just because I do love flying in and out of San Diego. It is an awesome airport. Just kind of doing that approach over the town and stuff like that makes it pretty fun. Makes it a little more challenging. But again, I like to take recommendations because anywhere I can fly, I'll do it for sure. as you can tell, we definitely flying at night now, because it's pretty dark. We won't be able to see a whole lot until we get a little bit closer to San Diego. I have noticed that the top of descent on this is a little bit late, so we're probably going to begin our descent a little bit earlier, just so we're not coming in too high or anything like that. And it's hard to, this IXEG does not, the 7.3 does not like to slow down. Takes quite a bit to get her to slow down, so. Go ahead and bring up some of the light here, the lighting, just because it is so dark outside. We might as well get some of the cockpit lighting. Harry Wang, what's going on, dude? Interesting name. Great picture. It's awesome. Welcome to the channel. How are you tonight? Dude, I totally agree with you. If you watch the beginning of this stream, you will understand exactly why I feel the same. I can never get the throttles to work on one of the engines normally. It seems to be a constant battle. And I did upgrade to the 1.1, but every time I'd fly, the computer would crash, so I had to go back to the 1.07. Yeah, so I agree with you on the IXEG. I was hoping that with that 1.1 they were going to go X-Plane 11 compatible, but obviously that didn't happen, and it took them a long time to even get the 1.1 update out, so who knows how long it's going to take them for the 11 compatibility. So from here on out, we're probably going to be flying on a different plane. Tomorrow morning I'm probably going to do either the 757 or the 767, and then maybe on Monday I'll do the A320 Neo. That one I just got, so I want to try and perfect it a little bit more. But I just like flying the IXEG. It is a lot of fun. I just wish it would cooperate a little bit more. The sounds are great, everything, but yeah, I agree. It does get really annoying. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you give us a subscribe and a like, because on this channel, once we hit 1,000, every time we hit 1,000 subs, we do a giveaway. So I think the first one we're going to do is the X Enviro. John gave a great idea and brought that up, so I think I'll do the X Enviro for the first giveaway. The default X-Plane 11 737 sound pisses me off too. Yeah, well, they have the Zebo, or however you say it, updates for it, but to be honest, I don't fly those too much. I wish they would bring out some payware 737, just because, like, we have, PM or whatever, PMDG for Flight Simulator X, or P3D 7.3, the NG, and the best we have on here is the IXEG 7.3, which is great, but it just, I think we need some newer 7.3s on here. It doesn't sound like that's going to be up and coming anytime soon. There has been a lot of releases or, announcements. The Rotate MD-11 is going to be, well, they're working on it, so who knows when it's coming out, but they're currently working on it. That's another plane that I have. I have the Rotate MD-80, which I really enjoy that, so I'll probably do a couple of flights with that as well. You know, I was thinking too for the giveaway, if someone has the XEnviro already, I may just do something at the value of XEnviro, which XEnviro I believe is $74, so that could be quite the add-on for X-Plane, whatever it is you decide if you have the XEnviro. Best plane is the Rotate MD-80. That plane, yeah, it definitely doesn't. And the MD-80 is honestly my all-time favorite commercial aircraft. I absolutely love the MD-80, so I do fly that one a lot. I'll probably fly that on the stream this week as well. It's an amazing plane. Everything about it. Once they came out with the 1.3 update, that's when it fixed everything, because before that it was kind of a mess. So that update definitely fixed it. If you have VATSIM or anything like that, let me know, because I will be flying on VATSIM most of the time. Tonight I'm not, but or even Pilot Edge or anything like that. It'd be fun. I like to fly with people, so either, you know, getting a co-pilot in here or flying with someone, you know, be a lot of fun. We're gonna start our descent now as well, just because it does have us start our descent a little bit late, I've noticed, so go ahead and start that now. We need to pass Helix at 15,000 or above, so I just set it for 15,100 just to make sure that we are passing it right, and then I'll kind of adjust the vertical speed to make sure we're hitting it at the right point. And I know that the stream is a little bit dark. Probably won't be doing a lot of night flights just because of the fact that it does not show up very well on the live stream. And I want you guys to be able to see the scenery again, especially when I have that Ortho XP this week. I definitely want to make sure that that is looking real nice for everyone. Go ahead and get the auto brakes set up. San Diego is a pretty short runway, so we're going to set that for max. Yeah, I hear you. It seemed, because the 7.3, I mean, obviously the MD-80 is my favorite. The 7.3 is definitely up there on my list as far as what I like to fly. It does suck that there's not, as far as X-Plane goes, there's not a lot to offer when it comes to 7.3s. Which is hard to believe because it is like the most popular aircraft out there. So it's really hard to believe that they don't make a lot more add-ons. I just wish they would bring out like the next gen 7.3. Someone would make it, but it seems like they're all trying to make these heavies and larger jets and things like that. Do I have the Mr. X KSAN? I actually just bought the KSAN scenery from X Aviation. I believe it's the Icarus, if I remember right. It was $19.99 on X Aviation. I had the Mr. X, and honestly, it was an amazing scenery for being free. I just really like San Diego, so I went and bought the Icarus one, which, to be honest, it actually wasn't much better. So I wouldn't recommend buying it, and it also kills my frames. And for having a very good graphics card and all that, I'm amazed that it kills the frames like it does. You might see it as we're beginning our approach into San Diego. You get a frame rate drop, and then after a while it clears up. But yeah, it's I mean, it's great, but the Mr. X was just as good, to be honest, and it was free. The 757 from those Russians. Are you talking about the flight factor? What about the flaps that is what pisses you off? I actually like that plane quite a bit, and it's not too bad. What's the issue with the flaps? Yeah, that'd be cool, pretty with the sounds, because they did great, you know, as far as adding some of the updates to that 7.3, but the sounds definitely lack quite a bit. It's hard to find a great plane on here that's got the proper sounds. It's kind of why I like the flight factor, you know, 7.5, 7.6, this IXEG. The sounds are like on point. It's just, you know, obviously the IXEG is not completely operational, so. Let's see, the huge gap between the trailing edge of the wing and the leading edge of the flap at 30 and 40 flaps. You know, actually, I've never really paid attention to that, only because most of my flights I'm in cockpit. I don't do a lot of outside flying. I know with these live streams, I'll do a lot of replays, so you can see the outside of the plane. I'm going to have to look at that tomorrow for the live stream, because I was going to probably either fly the 7.6 or the 7.5. So I'm going to look at that, you know. Definitely look at it, because I want to see that. That's interesting. Again, you can see on this approach, it's definitely hard to get this plane down because the top of descent is pretty close to the airfield. So usually I try and start it a little earlier just for that reason, because it does make quite a big difference. And then trying to slow down at the same time, because this plane does not like to slow down that great. Go ahead and get our ATIS here for airfield just to see what Barrow is.
San Diego INTL information Foxtrot. 300 Zulu weather. Wind 260 at 8. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 23. Dew point -16. Altimeter 298. Arriving runway 27. Departing runway 27. Advise on initial contact you have Foxtrot. San Diego INTL information.
Just beginning our descent into San Diego now. I believe, yeah, Reba we need to pass at 2,000, so once we pass Reba, we're going to go ahead and take over the controls. Bring out 10 degrees flaps, bring our speed down a little bit more. Slow it down here. I don't know if you heard me about the X-Enviro. Yes, this is X-Enviro that I'm using currently. I do like it quite a bit more than SkyMax Pro. It's pretty fun. The only thing is at night it does look a little goofy, but it is, I mean, it is yellowish because it is shining off from the lights, of course, so. As you can tell, it's hard to see when you're in the clouds, but once you come out, you're good. Alright, so we'll get our landing lights. Alright, we're going to go ahead and disable autopilot and auto throttle. Bring this bird in. As you can see, the frame rates are dropping a little bit now. Ever since I got this X-Plane scenery, or the San Diego scenery from Icarus, it's really killed the frame rates in San Diego. So I'm thinking I might switch back just because I can't handle the frame rate drop. I'm going to do a flap 30 landing because there's no need for flaps 40 in this plane. Yeah, the frame rates are killer on this. It really throws the plane around a lot when it doesn't need to. Frame rates are killer on this airport. I don't know why they do that, but that's what they do.
Approaching 27.
Alright, we're on glide slope as much as we can be because there is no ILS. As you can see, we are lagging quite a bit, and I have a GTX 1080 Ti, so this scenery is frame rate killer.
Minimum.
And we got touchdown, reversers. Got nose down, nose down. And 70 knots, manual braking.
3,000 feet remaining.
Go ahead and start bringing those flaps on up. Alright, so we're going to park where all the Southwest park, which is normally to the left here. Go ahead and get the APU back on and running. Turn our landing lights off, get our taxi light on. Nice thing is once you get into the airport, the frames start picking back up again. So it's not too bad, it's just the initial arrival. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and park right here. Alright. Get that APU power back on, and let's go ahead and cut the engines. Logo light goes off, strobe off, turn those taxi lights off. And there you have it. The first flight of the new live stream. Again, this is a giveaway live stream, so every time we hit 1,000 subs, we're going to do a giveaway. I really appreciate you guys watching, being interactive. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. We'll be back on tomorrow around 9 o'clock in the morning. I have our schedule listed on there as well, so if you guys have any questions, this is when we're on. But yeah, thanks for joining us tonight, guys, and congrats on being the first ones to watch the first stream. Have a good night. We'll talk to you guys later.